Why has Salomon made the Thundercross when they already have the Speedcross 6? We'll answer that, and we'll talk about the entire trail lineup of Salomon running. But let's focus on the Thundercross first. Jakob, you've tried it out.
I took it to the real test.
Yeah.
I brought this shoe to Norway and tested it out in some really technical terrain.
I've also tested it out, but I haven't had the pleasure of trying it out in Norway as you had. I've had it on some gravel roads, a little bit of mud. Let's talk about the upper first.
When you look at this upper, we have some similarities to the Speedcross. So you have the SensiFit upper, which is these like fingers that snugs your feet when you put your feet into the shoes. You also have the quick laces that are giving you some really good support.
Yeah, and really nice when you run in places where your laces can open and can be grabbed, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you see here, I just took it up just to do some similarities here. You see this same type of debris shield, overlays on the side, SensiFit. It's really similar. You might also think that this feels like a really bulky upper, and it's made to be a really sturdy, long-lasting, and stable upper to hold your foot. And when you go inside, it's like really soft and comfortable.
The overall fitting reminds me a little bit like Sense Ride. So it has like a really broad appeal for most people. So I think a lot of people will enjoy the fitting.
You can fit a quite wide foot there,
Yeah.
but I found that the platform was a little bit more narrow. With my arches falling a little bit in, I could feel it holding me up really nicely.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the midsole.
So the midsole is a bit different than you see on the Speedcross. It's this energy foam that is a bit more cushioned and responsive. You also have a different rugger geometry in the midsole and a bit of a different drop. You have 4 millimeter in this one.
Yeah, and the Speedcross is 10 millimeter drop,
10
right?
millimeter, yeah.
You can see the rocker. It's quite significant difference.
It's a bit more like a runnable traction kind of shoe where you have both like some deeper lugs, but also a midsole that provides you with a bit more cushioned and a nicer ride, I guess.
So that's basically it. I really like it.
Yeah.
You like it as well, and I think for winter running, for those wet days, it's gonna be really, really good.
Yeah, it's gonna be the shoe you're looking for when the conditions are really tough, for sure.
Let's start off with just comparing it a little bit here to the Speedcross 6. So the Speedcross 6 has that energy cell midsole, which is a little bit firmer.
It's a firmer midsole compound, yeah. Same design on the lugs with this chevron design, yeah. It's just really grippy.
You can also see here maybe a little bit of a difference in the mid part here, that the Speedcross goes a little bit more narrow.
Yeah, it's more narrow, yeah.
Yeah. So both are 5 millimeter lugs. Both are really good at muddy terrain, while they're a little bit different in maybe this is a little bit more versatile, this a little bit more aggressive, maybe.
Yeah.
And then we have another technical shoe that we can bring out as well together with these two, and that is
the XA Pro 3D.
And this is more of a rugged terrain kind
This
of
is the shoe you're looking for when you look for maximum stability.
Yeah.
So you have a very protective upper. So if you're running in terrain with a lot of stones and stuff like that, you would really enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Also, the midsole is a bit firmer.
Also a shoe that a lot of people tend to hike in as
Yes.
well. So it's like a mixed of run and hike kind of shoe. Does not have the 5 millimeter lugs.
No,
So
it's only 3.5.
More mud. This is more of the rugged stone type of terrain.
Yeah. This shoe is a good place to start if you're looking for your first pair of trail shoes. You still have the energy foam, but it's a different kind of upper.
They sort of mimic the fit of this shoe to this shoe as well. So it's kind of at least a little bit similar, but maybe this one has a little bit more of a structured upper, so you get a little bit tighter grip around the foot.
Exactly.
The versatile option here, Sense Ride, is if you don't know what type of shoe you want and you want one that can handle a little bit of everything. And then if you want a little bit more specialized towards the wetter days, and it's still versatile, you have the Thundercross.
The Glide Max TR.
Yeah, and essentially, it's like the closest thing to a hybrid shoe that Salomon has right now. It's a road shoe with
max cushion, max stack height, and 3.5 millimeter lugs.
if you want to go long, if you want to just have a really good shoe for mixed terrain, if you have a mixed terrain around your house, or if you want to run longer on gravel or have like flow paths.
If you want like a softer ride.
But if you still want to go long and you want to do a little bit more technical, there's the Ultra Glide.
Reminds me a little bit more again about the Sense Ride, but with a bit of a higher stack height.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 millimeters.
So it's not that much, but
it's still a little bit more for the longer runs. And then you have the last one.
Yeah, this is the Pulsar Trial Pro, which is the only one of these that has an energy blade. You get this propulsion from the energy blade that is really nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed running in this. I tested the first version last year and it's so much fun as long as you stay off the technical parts, because the upper is slimmed down. It's a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more stretchy.
But it is a different shoe than the other ones.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the upper.
Exactly, it's lighter, it's faster. So that is the entire lineup of Salomon running shoes. But if you want the mud-loving and comfortable trail shoe that's kind of versatile as well, then the Thundercross is the way to go. And you can buy all these shoes on runningexpert.com.